can get some kind of glory for them. The South Africans with a change. Let's take a look at the lineup here. I should tell you that the New Zealanders going in with just about everybody they've got available in South Africa, thanks to their injury to Shafiek Abrahams. He comes in for Andrew Hall, the batting all-rounder. Otherwise, strength. Shaun Pollock won the toss and perhaps surprisingly, given what looked like a pretty good batting track, decided to try and make the most of the early conditions. South Africa bowling first, Astle and Nevin batting for New Zealand. Shaun Pollock should know the ground pretty well, and he is about to get us underway.
Yeah, and I know the New Zealanders. He is a top-class player. Well, Shaun Pollock's played the old cat and mouse game with Rudy Kurtzen, and it hasn't worked. That's an interesting shot. And a good second run. So New Zealand aggressive at the start. That's what they want from Chris Nevin. Edge and past Kallis. And the first boundary, yes it is. So Astle was caught at second slip at Durb, just playing away from his body. There's a little bit of extra bounce. It's a good shot. Nice piece of timing, and it'll run all the way. And that is his strength, because he's got a very good eye.
He stays on sideways there. You can see his feet almost parallel to the crease. Even Jonty Rhodes couldn't reach that. This will give you a better view. Watch his back foot and his front foot. They're not pointing straight down the wicket, so he stayed side on.
Out. Well, they starved him and then they laid the trap. And Nathan Astle, he couldn't resist it because he's seen so few deliveries to try and play that shot in this innings. In fact, the last 3 innings. Oh.
He's played a few shots on the up, Paz Astle. This time, he doesn't get it quite right. Straight to Nicky Boje. Relatively simple catch. He doesn't miss those. And New Zealand lose their first wicket. Astle gone for 8, 23 for 1.
Another one gone. Shafiek Abrahams, it's his one-day international debut, and Nevin is gone. Queensland looks back at the scoreboard to see that he's played a pretty awkward shot off his hip, and another simple catch. Abrahams, number 35 on the back. His first match, and he's on the score sheet. Nevin goes for 12.
On twos, 32 years of age, playing his 69th innings, 75th game. In the air, just dropping short. Nicky Boje is very, very quick on his feet, and I suppose Jonty Rhodes is the only one who might have got
6 inches. I think he would have grabbed hold of that.
Oh, it's a straight hit, couldn't be straight up, and that is definitely saved 4. End of the over, 24 for 2. Couple of all-rounders going home, Chris Cairns, of course. So things are looking a bit thin. It's a very good shot, just in front of square. Jonty Rhodes, the chaser, he'll track it down, there's no doubt about it. Or will he? No, he won't. Goodness me, he's timed it very well. It's gone for 4.
Isn't this outfield quick? It's Greek lightning with this as it races away for 4.
It's good running, very good running. That's maybe what they've got to do.
Yeah, I think when you're in a spot of bother like they are at the moment, and
it's a good delivery, and Twos is just a little bit lucky. Short and wide and gone. Jonty Rhodes in the spot, right on the target. Stephen Fleming has picked him out, and Donald has struck in his first over. And how often? I think the opposition captain. And a big smiling Alan Donald there. Nicky Boje is pretty pumped up.
Fleming will be upset with this. It's wide, it's short, and he's hit it straight at Boje. He grabs his, oh, that's it, Rhodes, I beg your pardon. He's he's caught it easily. But that had 4 written all over it when he first delivered it. Rhodes over the moon.
So Fleming goes for 8. New Zealand in deeper trouble on this tour. He's going home. Get some treatment on that bad knee of his. 30 years of age. He's no youngster anymore, but he's a wonderful player. Has he got it through? Yes, he has. That's a good shot. Now, the outfield is quick. Nicky Boje is the man who's got the wheels on. He's not going to catch it, though. And that's a much-needed boundary.
And after the misfield, it's just raced away. You can see he's just timed that. A little bit of the bottom hand coming in his left hand.
Always an interesting battle between the 2 ex-Warwickshire players. Alan Donald, Twose. Fine one-day player, Twose. Lovely shot. That's found the gap. That's a beauty. Just a little bit of width. And Twose, he's in top form.
And Donald just a little bit of width outside the off stump. And the despairing dive is from Boje.
Kallis to Cairns. Wide. 4. You can't bowl there to Chris Cairns. He's a wonderful striker, and if you give him over pitched, and that'll go across the ropes again.
Kallis gesticulating. He's not happy about something. It's he waved a rather irritated arm out at Sean Pollock's direction, and Pollock has responded by coming out of the gully now and has pushed cover back onto the sweeper fence on the offside. But what a good shot. Such a straight bat.
Well, he's gone wayward, has Jacques Kallis. It's off the pad, but it's 4 to the total. And this is a big over for New Zealand. And that is a cracking shot. That wasn't quite a half volley, and goodness me, hasn't he taken toll this over? Superb for New Zealand. 4 fours from Cairns, or 3 from Cairns, 1 leg by New Zealand, 66 for 3.
He's hit this so hard. Pollock has made a despairing drive at a short cover position, but I think he just nipped his fingers out the way of that one. That would have taken his hand off. He's hit this like a bullet.
Yeah, his shot selection is superb, and that was a glorious shot. And all the way, this outfield at Newlands really has quickened up since last season.
Donald kicks the wickets, or at the wickets, with frustration as he goes back to his mark here, but really not much wrong with the delivery. Perhaps a little bit of width, but really this is a superb cricket shot from Chris Cairns.
It's a lovely shot. It's a great shot. Well in front of square on the leg side. 1 bounce for Cairns. Means business today.
Saying why? Might have a bad knee, but why can't you stay and bat? Why not? That is a fantastic shot.
It's well played. Fast outfield. Gary Kirsten setting off after it. Will he get there? Yes, he does. 2 more runs.
One of the reasons why Roger Twose has done so well on this tour and is developing.
It's a great shot. It's a wonderful shot. That's absolutely outstanding from Roger Twose. You talked about uncanny shots. You won't see more uncanny than that.
Down the pitch and gets the arms going and hits it dead straight for Rudy. Up go the arms. No sweeter feeling in cricket than hitting a reasonably quick bowler over his head for 6.
It's in the air. It's gone high, but I think it's going to be safe. Yes, it is. No one near that one. And 10 runs off 2 balls.
Well, Lance had plenty to say after the first ball. At the moment, Roger Twose has let the bat do the talking, particularly with that shot. That is a beauty. The other one's certainly a huge element of luck involved in that one. I think it's great to see it. They try to outlaw some of it, but when it's good-natured, I think, particularly on television, it adds a bit to it.
It's gone again. He's hit it beautifully, and he's hit it for 6. So 16 runs off just 3 balls. This is brilliant stuff from Roger Twose.
It's great for the crowd, it's great for the game, and it's good for the spirits in the New Zealand. Some people would say you've hit him for 6 and 4, just settle. I know. Not if you're Roger. Oh, Lance. Yeah. You gave the Kiwis a taste of that. Yep, fair enough.
What a pity he's going home for the tests. It's a very good shot. Round 2 to Lance Klusener, to Roger Twose rather, and it also brings up Twose's 50.
Well, that is a cricket shot and a half, that, because he's had to pat back 2 or 3 slow balls. I love it, a classy shot. Jonty Rhodes on the charge. Not one price of stopping that. Along the carpet all the way.
It's a glorious stroke through extra cover. You're not going to get that one. That's gone for another 4. So the second boundary off the over from Lance Klusener. So good work again from New Zealand. 130 for 3. He's tried it, and he's hit it very well indeed. Straight into the stump microphone. Well, the microphone, the effects microphone it is. So that's done some extra damage.
This as well, because they've stopped clapping all of a sudden out in the deep. This is a meaty blow. I think it was always just around the corner. He wants to stamp some authority on the bowler and the equipment.
It's a lovely hit. It's a very good hit. Straight again, and it's gone a long, long way back for 6. Partnership.
Well, they're loving this all around the ground, not just in the New Zealand viewing area. It's a marvellous shot because he's not quite there, and he just carries it through with his power and the fact that he stays pretty still while he plays the shot. He doesn't panic. He knows he's got to hit it on the up, but he carries on through. Still head, and that's his strength, down the ground.
It's gone again, and he's hit it beautifully. Has it gone further? Goodness me, it has. What a wonderful blow again. Smithy, you're enjoying this?
Well, this is because it's brilliant hitting, and it's setting a game up, which is even more important. A game that looked like it was going to be a bit one-sided about an hour ago ain't anymore, and that is tremendous hitting. That is right in the slot and dead straight. Dead straight. Marvellous to watch. And if you paid 50 rand to get in already, you've got your dough worth.
We'll round it off with 15. End of a terrific over again from New Zealand. 150 for 3.
And so often, how doesn't that happen? He's going for a few of the middle of the bat, and then he has the beating of the batsman, but it's thick enough to get past the diving Boucher.
Good shot. That's going to be touch and go. It's more the go. Beats Abrahams. Beautifully timed shot. Another 4. Pulled away. That's found the gap. 4 more. 6. No, he's gone all the way. That's the longest part of the ground in front of the West.
Initially, you got the impression that it was going straight up in the air.
That's gone high. Fielder under it. No, goodness me. He didn't time that very well. He hit it very, very high up to Jacques Kallis running around from long on.
Well, perhaps at other grounds in world cricket, this would have comfortably fell within a yard or 2 of the fence, but it's quite short, the boundary out straight at Newlands.
Out. Did it carry? Pollock thinks it did. Butta Dippenaar. Roger Twose initially was just going to walk off, but Butta Dippenaar indicating he wasn't quite sure. Pollock thought he hit it. Out. Straight to the captain. And the crowd are on their feet. Telemachus has done the job for Pollock. And what a reception he'll get from this wonderful Newlands crowd.
That's what makes playing at Newlands so special. You can feel the goosebumps as the crowd rise to give and recognize a great innings. 84, only 73 deliveries, 7 fours and 4 sixes. But full marks to Roger Telemachus. He came on and he just stemmed the flow. And Cairns not able to get underneath that one. Straight to mid-off. Pollock takes a very grateful catch, I'm sure.
For his country, 66 innings, just over 1,400 runs.
Well, a little bit of luck there. Alan Donald didn't enjoy it. Roger Twose will enjoy the end result. And
I've seen Roger Twose have a bit of luck. The rest has been perfect. A little inside edge here as it flies past Boje.
Oh, that's a good shot. It's gone very fine of Boje and too fine for anyone else to be in the frame. Beautifully placed. Just precision timing, waited for it magnificently. Very close. Yes, too close. It kept a little low. McMillan looking to hit through square leg instead of straight. Pays the price.
We saw Cairns hit the ball straight. We've watched Roger Twose all day play marvellously up the ground. McMillan's come in and try to steer this one away through square leg, that sort of area. Oops, that's going to hit down middle stump.
So McMillan goes LBW to Pollock. Boy, he doesn't panic. He's not a huge hitter of the ball. Length is the key. Helps if you get it straight, and Pollock didn't on that occasion.
He's got that through. He's going to be looking for 2, and he's going to come back easily and pick up 2 runs. So there it is. In fact, they're going to go back for the 3rd, and that is a memorable 100 for Roger Twose. What a wonderful knock. A big smile from him. He's enjoyed his cricket here in South Africa, and good support from his teammates. And what got hold of this one. Maybe straight to the fielder, though. Yes, he has. So Nicky Boje has struck. He can't do anything wrong. Kallis is the catcher. It's the end of what has been a remarkable...
Certainly has, and probably the only time that an out-and-out slog or big hit without taking note of where the fielders are is justified, and that's in the closing overs of a one-day game. The crowd rouses to Roger Twose. That's David Trist with a moustache. 103, 10 fours and 2 sixes. New Zealand 238 for 6.
So we're into the 46 over. Perori, who's playing his 150th game. Only the 2nd New Zealander to do so. Quick single. And a return from Daryl Cullinan. Umpire Rudy Coetsen is going to have a look, or he's asked the man. There it is, the red light. Eventually, well, that took some time. Remarkably, it took some time. Can't believe it, really. But quite simple, Dave.
People are given run out. Quite annoying if you add him Perori. 239 for 7.
Got some runs in Kenya. Need to get some runs today. Average doesn't suggest that we'll get too many, but once again, it's a reflection of batting with only a couple of overs to go, where you can't afford to be selfish. It's well struck, but it's straight to the fielder, and not for the first time today. Shaun Pollock has taken the catch. Chris Harris departs.
Disappointed because this is his shot. He's so strong through extra cover. He hits it quite nicely, but just picks out the fielder. And that partnership of Pollock and Telemachus have struck once before today. That's the 2nd time. Harris, he's gone for 6. 18 deliveries, which is not his best one-day knock, but New Zealand 249 for 8.
Playing his 2nd one-day international, 2nd of this series as well. It's a good shot. It's a very good shot indeed. It's not going to go for 4, though. They're going to finish with 2, but it's important to get runs off the first ball of the over. No run again. Could be a run out. Should be a run out. Is a run out.
He saw that Pollock was trying to beat him, and he himself tried to put in a little spurt there, but just not quite quick enough.
So it's good thinking from Pollock. Styrus goes for 8. New Zealand, 6 years of age. He hasn't had the best of times on this tour so far. Eric Kirshner's had the wood over him. He's picked that pretty well. They're going to have to come back for 2. Gary Kirsten is the fielder, and they're safely home. So that's a good effort from Brooke Walker right at the death. And New Zealand end up with 256 for 9 off 50 overs. They were 3 for 39, and then that magnificent partnership between Twose and Cairns. Twose, the century, his first. 2 for 44 for Pollock, 3 for 30 for Telemachus. He was about. Rhodes there, averaging 33.2, 300s. Likes batting at Cape Town. Here's Cairns, leg side, first up. Cullinan's just turned it around the corner for an effortless boundary, so that's a good start.
Half volley on leg stump, and they have got to go. Doesn't matter whether you're opening the batting or batting down the order. It's really a free hit with the field placement the way it is. Fine leg back and just a man behind square. So Chris Cairns will be conscious that he is a wicket taker and he does have to strike here.
Thick outside edge, but there is protection. Kirsten off the mark. Got him! What a lovely delivery. Darryl Cullinan trying to go over mid-on. Shane O'Connor.
It's been the worst performed batsman, and back goes middle stump. It was an ambitious shot. He really didn't need to play it because he had the boundary, the bonus boundary, so early. Third ball of the over, he misses out. South Africa's 16 for 1.
Just 25 years of age. It's quite remarkable, really, playing in his 114th game for South Africa. Already scored 500s. It could be gone. He is gone. So O'Connor is on fire here. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and 2 world-class players.
Well, I was about to say, Kallis, and what a start this is for him. Jacques Kallis shakes his head. When he has another look, he won't shake his head at the decision, maybe the footwork. It's pitched in line. It's going on to hit Midland leg, low down. He's not that far forward. And for once, Jacques Kallis fails, and New Zealand are in this ball game. So Pierre scored 641 runs in one-day internationals. A lot of them in this series. Over half, in fact. He's off the mark straight away. Nice and positive. Through extra cover. There's a bit of a chase on here. The outfield is fast. McMillan, the chaser, doesn't get there. Good start for Pierre. It's well played. Fast outfield. It's going to be touch and go. It's good work again from O'Connor. And just 2 runs. That's really, really good fielding. Chris Cairns enjoys it. Got him. He's got another one, Shane O'Connor. This has been absolutely outstanding stuff from the Kiwis. And O'Connor is leading from the front. Nicky Boje, big danger man, departs. Well, the golden series has come to an end for the left-hander. He should get a good ovation for his contribution, but this was a beauty. He had to play that line. Look at that deflection. Straight through to Adam Perori, absolutely no doubt. Boye looked around and walked. And he is almost back in the hut. That's pretty impressive. Runs per 6 balls faced at just under 5.
Good shot. That'll be 4.
Moves, but keeps it pretty straight on this occasion, and his balance is perfect.
Certainly is a battle on out there. Glorious shot. That is superb. And listen to the noise. The crowd love him. They love the shot.
Jonty Rhodes' cover driving has been something to behold. Gets his foot right out to the pitch. Weight going into the shot, and he times it sweetly.
Good shot by Gary Kirsten. He's flicked that away off his pads. It's behind square for more.
Well, that's the risk of trying to bowl 2 straight to Kirsten. Very square.
Yeah, catch it.
Out. Did it carry? Yes, it did. And Kirsten completely deceived. That's what Davidson was talking about. The deception in the air. far too early, and South Africa have lost their fourth.
I think what also Harris was able to do was just hold it up a little bit. The ball just gripped slightly on this Newlands wicket, which is drying out quickly as the day goes on. And because of that, Kirsten plays too early and gets the leading edge. .65 for 4 South Africa.
He's got a chance to show us he can make runs under pressure.
Another lovely drive, square drive, might go for 4. In fact, it does. That's a very good shot. Very good timing from Rhodes.
Yeah, what a good shot this was. He's timed it superbly. He's been given room. And he's hit this superbly. Great shot by Rhodes.
And made the comment as Jonty Rhodes looks to scamper 2. Coming back for 2. That's good running. Danger end Boucher, but safely home. Good work from Harris. There it is. There's no, that was just a standard leg spinner. Too short and too wide, and it brings up the 100. Got that through, but no further punishment. Well, there is in the end. Spearman just couldn't get off the ground. Well, the fielding's been so good so far from the New Zealanders, and they've been let down just a little bit there by Spearman.
Yeah, what happens here is Rhodes puts pressure on you, doesn't he? He's down the wicket, he's calling his partners to say, look for 2.
He's got that away for 6. It's a very important blow.
Now this is a fine stroke. And what has happened here, Rhodes is starting to pick the pace of Harris. He holds up the pace here, he's leant back and whopped him straight over square leg. What a fine stroke. But it's the pace that he's getting used to now. You see he's leant back and hit it. He hasn't gone on the front foot. Good shot.
He's not going to die wondering, Chris Harris, that's for sure.
Nice, 9. 50 up for a local hero. Here's that. He's a modest individual with it all, and he acknowledges the applause of the crowd. Yeah, he's looking for 2. Boucher's coming. Oh, yes. Great cricket. It really is. It wasn't bad fielding either. It was just superb running. And Rhodes is taking this game by the scruff of the neck. Not with power, with speed.
He knows he's hit it soft enough to perhaps get 2, but Askell, as you say, did well, and a direct hit here would have been very interesting.
That's a glorious shot. Well, he's felt the pressure, and he's just proved how well he plays under pressure. Runs have been hard for Mark Boucher. Boundaries have been hard for South Africa. But Boucher has timed it to perfection. Pulled away. And it's a super shot.
How about that as a touch of class, Mike? You were looking for the boundary, you got it.
Pulled away. And Rhodes has hit a boundary for South Africa, much needed. Just 1 prior to that last delivery. So 5 from the over. South Africa after 35, 170 for 4. That's out. I don't think there's any doubt that that is out. Umpire Ian Howell says he wants the 3rd umpire to have a look.
I don't even know if they should have a look, Michael. This is superbly bowled. Absolutely superbly bowled. It's got Rhodes playing forward. It's turned. And that, I'm afraid, is out and beautifully bowled by Walker. Superbly bowled.
His bat was over the line, but it hadn't touched the ground. Wonderful piece of bowling by Brooke Walker, and a superb innings by Jonty Rhodes. 80 deliveries for his 69. Wonderful applause from this large crowd. And he's disappointed, Jonty Rhodes. South Africa, one nation from this Newlands crowd. It's going to be Chris Harris to Boje.
Yes,
the first delivery Harris bowls of this over has completely deceived Boje. He played far too early.
He's done him in the flight here, and Boje is trying to hit this through mid-wicket. You'll see him tilt the bat. He's completed the shot, and it knocks down middle stump. Very, very well bowled by Chris Harris. What a vital wicket. He really bowled that superbly.
Boje 46, South Africa 173 for 6. Sean Pollock, South African captain, has taken guard.
Pollock has gone for the big one. He's hit it a long way in the air. Looks like it's going to be out. It is. So that's a big wicket for the Kiwis. Very, very important wicket. The captain goes.
Telemachus Donald to go. Pollock trying to get to the pitch of this, not quite there, and the ball just spinning slightly on him. And all he can do really is sky it straight up into the air. Caught sub, but
Tuffy it was. Tuffy was the catcher. Pollock goes for 8, 189 for 7. Debut for Shafiek Abrahams.
Very unorthodox type of batsman. Likes cutting.
Unorthodox. Might go for 4. Important boundary.
And if he does get runs, those are the kind of shots you're likely to see. Unorthodox little guides and pushes and prods.
Go, go.
It's gone. Has he gone over? Yes, he has. Right over the top for 6. So this is make or break, I feel, for South Africa. And it's a good start of the first ball of the 44th over.
Well, this is what this big crowd has really come to see. And if he does it from here, it'll be a tremendous effort.
Hasn't hit that one properly. Whoops, Shafiek Abrahams is down, and they decide to stay with just... Shafiek goes over the top, and he might have got it. No, he hasn't. Yes, he has. Astle couldn't quite stop it. So that's a very good blow from Shafiek Abrahams. He'll be looking towards long on, I'm sure. He's hit it beautifully, and it's gone for 6. That is a terrific blow. Second ball of the over, so this has to be and could be a biggie.
Half volley, gone. Can't bowl there, not to him.
Well, the crowd roar. They're on their feet. Their man's doing it again. And Ian Smith was talking about the length. You can't bowl this length. You've got to rather bowl a low full toss than a shorter length. And Lance Klusener advances as well, so that wasn't a good delivery.
I don't know why he bothered to look so long. He knew where it was going. Now then, O'Connor. Get it right this time. Again, half volley. That's a bigger one. That is not good bowling. I know the margin for error is slim, but you got to deliver.
What a crowd. And they're having some fun this afternoon. They've seen some fantastic cricket today. And this man, Klusener, what do you say about this? First 2 deliveries, he is faced from O'Connor. Abrahams got the single, and the next 2 deliveries went bang and bang out the park.
In the air, this is a chance. Spearman runs forward, can't get it, it's gone through his legs. It won't get to the rope, or will it? Walker does brilliantly, they'll come back for 3. Oh, Spearman took the gamble. He thought he could take the catch. In the end, it cost 2 more.
And I think he had to choose the right option here and going for the catch. He knew if he caught Lance Klusener, they were pretty much holding the ascendancy, that's for sure.
Follows him. Now, he hasn't hit it over the rope. Spearman goes around again, he'll get 2. He keeps the strike.
Well, not a very good length again from O'Connor. He bowled it a bit short. He's got to get right in that block hole. But Klusener just chips it over mid-wicket. As, well, a belated applause from the crowd as everyone suddenly realises the great man has got 50.
Half volley. Smashes it straight. He gets 4. Unbelievable shot. The length was wrong. The bowler in the background knows it. They need 3 from 1.
What a contest. And this crowd, they've seen some cricket. They're on their feet as the man, Klusener, hits it straight. 1 bounce over the ropes. And what a climax to this game it's been. South Africa need 3 more runs to win. Just 1 ball remaining. 2 runs will be a tie.
O'Connor, low full toss. He's done it again. Klusener has smashed it. And South Africa have pulled off yet another unlikely victory. He is a genuine hero. The Kiwis are absolutely distraught. But up on that balcony, they stand for that man. And they jump for that man. He is an amazing asset.
Unbelievable. Lance Klusener, the crowd rise to you. You've done it again. Absolutely amazing. I didn't think it was possible he could do it again, but he surely has. 59 not out, 42 deliveries faced, 2 4s, the last one being the clincher to go with his 4 6s. Unbelievable.
And let's not forget Shafiek Abrahams. The partnership was the key. 69 from 54 balls. Klusener will get the headlines. Abraham should get some recognition. His first game, he will remember it very fondly. And there it is. South Africa set 257. Rhodes and Boucher got the innings underway after a shaky start. A good partnership between those two. Klusener 59 from 42 and a partnership of 69 with Abrahams. Funny little innings from the captain, which really set South Africa back. Pollock couldn't get going. From a bowling point of view, Stephen Fleming tried all of his options. Good day for young Brooke Walker. Picked up his first 2 wickets in international cricket. 2 for 43 from his 9. Cairns, 10 overs, none for 45, and then limped off. He's on his way home. O'Connor, 9 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 55. He did the damage at the top, but he'll be hurting at the end. Harris, 2 for 45 from 10. His kind of pitch. Maybe Astle could have been used a bit more. 3 overs, no maidens, none for 14. Hindsight is a marvellous thing, and that will be reflected on, I'm sure, long into the night.